They want to be challenged. You know, they want to say, hey, look, when we get here, we want to do a good job, we want to be recognized for it, and we want to move on to the next thing. Very, very, very project-oriented. Very project-oriented type of workers. High expectation of employers. Not necessarily in the traditional sense that Mr. James was talking about earlier, job for life. But high expectation of employers of, yes, you're going to respect the fact that I come in here with a lot of knowledge, book knowledge, and that I can do. Do what? I'm not always sure, but they can do. So what they're looking for is their employers to respect them, but to also give them the keys to, if you will, the keys to the Porsche, without having taught them how to drive a stick shift. They are interested in ongoing learning. But it's a different type of learning. I read 4 newspapers a day every day. They're not interested in reading newspapers. They're interested in what's next. What's the newest and greatest and things that are out there. So they want to touch and feel a lot of different things. Okay? So whereas that, or we used to always say, know a lot, what is it called? Know a lot, a master of none. Yeah, I forget the name.
Master of
Jack of all trades, master of none. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. And they really do want immediate responsibility, and not necessarily responsibility as defined as managing, but responsibility as it requires in terms of affecting and making a change. Okay. So if really and truly, if you look at the buzzword of change agent, they are truly change agents. Very goal-oriented. They're like, okay, I want to do this. 3 years, I want to be here. This is the next step, this is the next step, this is the next step. And if I got to jump from company to company to company to company to get to it, that's what they're going to do.
I didn't think they could see it that far. I'm trying to be funny. You said 3 years. I really don't think their vision is that far.
You're saying, well, it's not that.
I'm not saying it in a way.
No, I agree.
Okay.
You know what you're saying.
Yeah. All right. When you're saying, but you're saying, they're living for the day.
Right.
But they also are saying, because they have the perception of what's on television, they know that they have to get to a certain income level. Yeah. Okay? So their goal is based on income.
Not that far away to get it though. They want it like.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But that's why they will say, okay, if I'm not seeing what I want here now, then that means that this job is not for me. And that's what I mean by jumping here to here to here to get to it, because they want to get to a certain salary.
But I look at that different than goal oriented, because they're moving from job to job. To me, I don't think they have a visionary to see past 3 years, 6 years, regardless. They may want to make 100,000, but and go from company to company still, that's not completely goal-oriented to me.
And that's a different mindset.
I'm a baby boomer, so when I think of goals, I'm thinking, okay, I got a 3-year plan. I'm sitting doing that.
And that's the difference of the mindset. Your mindset is, if I stay here 3 years, I've gotten a lot of development, and I can progress within that organization or go someplace else. Their whole mindset is no. If I can move here. If I don't see it in this organization, I'm going somewhere else. And that's the whole difference in the goal. And it's interesting because now you're managing someone who your mindset is, okay, in 3 years. 3 years. So when you start talking about a career plan and the first thing comes out of your mouth is 3 years, they're going the next day to freshen up their resume and start to figure it out.
That's what I mean.
The only thing about that I agree with and I don't, because like now, you have to manage people differently. Like I manage Olivia differently than I do my HR generalist, because her personality and her way of thinking and all of that is totally different. And I think about the generation Y, and I think about, I have a 19 and a 21-year-old. My 19-year-old, yeah, all the different things, totally. My 21-year-old, he's an engineering major. He's already thinking about, hey, my 401k, what I'm doing. He's more of an entrepreneur. His mind is totally different. So it's like, yeah, this is true. I mean, this is some great information, but you still have to, be able to manage. It just depends on their personalities
Well,
too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, management 101 always comes back to understanding your people.
Exactly.
So you can't,
Exactly.
So you can't always
Automatically just
you
think
can't
all of
always
them
just
are
think of
like
it like
that.
this because you always have to come back to the individual.
I don't care what generation of millennium you're in, especially the young ones. When they come to work, you can tell them what that is when in one area. What's the only thing they want to hear? How much money?
How much?
If you say, well, we got this, and how much more money can I get staying here? Now, the issue is once you start finding, it ain't going to be as fast. I mean, in my arena, what I have to do, I have to design compensation programs for management to use so they can address all those areas. What's the name? The young one ain't cared about retirement.
No.
He wants his money now. The baby boomers and especially we used to call them the cream of the croppers, they don't care about a promotion, they don't care about a bonus. What can you do with my retirement plan? But you have to have pay programs so management has the tool to reward these. I want it tomorrow.
The days of the standard benefit package, they're gone. You can't do that because you've got to start accounting for everyone within your workforce, yes, ma'am.
Well, according to your years, I'm a Generation Y. Some other research, I kind of fall on the cusp, but I agree with the part on the challenges because most Generation Ys are very entrepreneurial because of, not just because it's money driven, because, you know, most surveys will still say money is probably out of 5, number 4. It's the work-life balance. It's the things that you experience, like you hit it and you said Enron. You know, I remember my mom had to quit her job because she wanted to be there when I got off the bus. Her job was not flexible. So now you've got flex schedules, et cetera, et cetera. It's a life event. So the entrepreneurial spirit is like, not necessarily how much I can get, but okay, I'm okay with 3 years, but you need to be able to manage me for 3 years. Not let me feel like I'm stagnant. So when you capitalize challenge, that's hitting it on the nail. Make the 3 years, make the ride good. Make me feel like I'm gaining the experience that's going to take me to the next level. Because I'm not interested in being vested because I don't know where that money's going to end up. I'm still paying into Social Security, and that's not even going to exist the same, if at all. So,
Oh, well, you just have to
you know,
retain 70 again.
right.